speak of more stuff last week. And I talk about some of the major challenges as a journalist, agricultural journalist, that you see that farmers face, rice production farmers or rice farmers face in general. One of the major challenges.
Yeah, like we mentioned last week. First and foremost, before you can plant rice, you talked about the availability of land. And before you mobilize yourselves as farmers, you must have gotten prerequisite knowledge about how to plant rice. And so when you say farmers, that means you've passed the first stage. You've learned under some established farmers. And so you have your experience, not just as first timer. Okay, from that angle now, you talked about, okay, what are you going to plant? What's the variety of seeds that you're going to plant? Then what's going to cost you? Where will you affect them from? Then having secured that one, you talked about the land, who owns the land, because the southwest here is the families and town and clan that owns the land compared to the northern states of the country where the government controls the land. So you settle that, we are going to pay, you are going to rent, you settle that before, then you now talk about how do you clear it. And if you are going commercial, because rice is not some kind of product where it's not kind of agro produce where you can just do in a subsistence way because of the process that is involved. So you have to make it in commercial and make it trade. Okay, in order to achieve that, so you must have gotten the inputs. We're talking about the variety of seed, talking about the fertilizer. I mean, no matter how virgin the lands you're planting on, how rich they are, you really need to work on the soil profile. Working on your fertilizer, organic fertilizer, either poultry drop and all this stuff, and get your farm ready. Talking about clearing of the land, the nature of the land. Talking about, okay, are you going to harrow it? Are you going to disturb it? Are you going to just get it ready, for the planting? Then, if, like I say, you are going commercial, to do all these things in commercial, if you are treating a virgin lands, you need mechanizer, you need tractor, you need earth-moving machine equipment, like we mentioned last week. You can't just get that for free or for cheap, even when you have your money. I know established farmers even find themselves in that trouble. Even you have to book, you have to get so to mobilize equipment. I mean, this earth-moving machine and tractor back to farms and another thing entirely. So these are hurdles that affect the farmers in scaling up in their level of productivity.
Okay, we'll talk solutions as well as we go in this conversation, but we'd like you to join the conversation as well.